Hi, my name is Rick Touchton. Welcome to Eben Pagan's #1 online class, How to Create a Digital Product That Sells Itself. In just a minute, Eben Pagan will be joining us to start our class. Right now, grab a pen and some paper because you'll definitely want to take some notes. By the end of this accelerated training with Eben, you're going to have the exact knowledge and the specific action steps that you need to create a digital product that literally sells itself. If you already have an online business, this formula can help you design your next best-selling product. And if you're just getting started, this will be especially powerful for you because it can save you from years of trial and error and help you launch your business the right way from the very beginning. Now, before I turn the class over to Eben, I have a couple of quick things to share with you. First, make sure that you stay until the very end of the class because at the end of today's class, Eben will be giving you 2 amazing resources completely free. First, you'll get a free copy of Eben's extremely popular book, How to Create a Digital Information Product That Sells Itself. And second, Eben will be giving you his proven 1-page digital product blueprint. This is the exact step-by-step blueprint that Eben has used to create and launch all of his best-selling products. You'll get the book and the blueprint completely free when you stay until the end of the class today. And if today happens to be your first training with Eben, you are in for an amazing experience. For over a decade now, Eben has been known around the world as the go-to person for digital product success. Eben has personally created over 50 digital products. He has sold well over $100 million in digital products online to more than 1 million paying customers. And he's done it all from the comfort and convenience of his laptop computer. World-famous success trainer Tony Robbins was so impressed by Eben's digital product business that he featured Eben in his new Money Masters program. Tony also invited Eben to speak at one of his elite business mastery events with some of the top business people in the world. Eben has served as a guest teacher at the USC Marshall School of Business, one of the top entrepreneur schools in America, and Eben has been invited to interview billionaire Richard Branson on multiple occasions about entrepreneurship and philanthropy. Eben is a very successful investor in Silicon Valley and several fast-growing technology companies. He also has a big passion for giving back. Eben is involved in several large-scale charity projects that help people all over the world. Now, before we bring on Eben, remember to tune out all distractions. Do yourself a favor and turn off your cell phone, your instant messenger, log out of email, Facebook, and eliminate any other distractions so you can really learn the incredible digital product formula that Eben is about to teach you. And with that, I'll introduce your coach and trainer for today's class, Eben Pagan. Welcome to the class, Eben.
Thanks for the introduction, Rick, and thank you for the kind words. Everyone, I am excited to be here teaching you today, and I want to welcome you to our class. And this is the class where I show you my secret weapons for digital product success and my step-by-step formula for creating digital products that sell themselves. Now, in Silicon Valley, where I like to visit often, and which is the home of epic companies like Apple and Google and Facebook, and many more of the most successful tech companies on the planet, they have an important saying that can actually mean life or death for a growing business. They say the product is the marketing. They build and invest in products that have been designed to sell themselves. Now, if your product can sell itself, then it does a lot of its own marketing. And in Silicon Valley, this means that you can get millions of dollars from eager investors. But if your product doesn't sell itself, then you usually get nothing. And the same is true when we create and market digital products online. I never create a digital product without using my proven system to create a product that is literally designed from the beginning to sell itself. Now, if you're just starting out and you've never sold a digital product online, this proven formula can be the foundation for your entire business. If you already have a business that sells digital products or that does teaching or training or consulting or coaching, then even better, because my formula can help you turn your next digital product into a bestseller so you can scale up and grow your business fast. Now, before we get started today, I want to remind you about the special bonus gifts that I promised when you signed up for this class. First, I promised to give you a copy of my PDF ebook, How to Create a Digital Product That Sells Itself. Now, this is only available to download here on this class, so be sure to stay until the end of our class to download your free copy. Now, second, I promise to let you download my proven one-page digital product blueprint. It's taken me over 15 years and literally millions of dollars of trial and error to perfect this blueprint. It's the best template in the world for creating a digital product and turning that product into a thriving online business. So make sure you stay until the end of our class today to download it as a free gift from me. I've also decided to gift you 2 additional bonus tools. They are special checklists I've created that will help you pick a best-selling niche and design a best-selling product. If you're committed to creating a best-selling product, these checklists are going to be priceless. And again, just stay till the end of our class today and you get both of them for free. And I'll also tell you about how to use them. Now, an important warning here. I'm going to share some of the results that I've gotten in my digital product businesses in this class. I'm doing this to show you that I've been very successful many times now doing what I'm teaching you here. Please don't interpret what I'm showing you as a promise or even an implication that you're going to get the same results that I've gotten, or that you're going to get any results at all for that matter. Because, most people don't take action and they don't use what they learn, right? Most of the people who click on a link somewhere and, maybe listen to a class, they actually don't do anything. Now, I also want to say that this is not a pyramid scheme or a business opportunity. This class and all of my trainings are for people who are serious about building their businesses, working hard, and being successful. And honestly, I hope you intend to not be one of the people who sits around and does nothing and who gets no results at all. Okay? I want you to use this. Now let's take a minute and talk about how this class is organized so you get the maximum value. Today's class has 4 important parts, and they are the digital product revolution, the cure for financial anxiety, how to create a digital product that sells itself, and how to turn your digital product into a thriving online business. You need all 4 parts to win the game, so make sure you stick with me for the entire class to learn all 4 of them. Now, as we go through each important section, you'll see how everything works together in perfect synergy to create your own best-selling digital product. Also, to make our class fun and interesting today, I'll be showing you select video clips and marketing studies during important sections. Now, these will give you examples of how I create my videos, my marketing, and my winning digital products, and they also mix things up a little bit. Again, they keep things interesting. All right, so let's get started with part 1 of our class, the digital product revolution. Now, in the course of human history, there have been, what we're going to consider 3 worldwide revolutions that changed the lives of basically every person on the planet. Okay, first was the agricultural revolution, then the industrial revolution, and now the digital revolution. Every child studies the first 2 in school because they're such an important part of our history. And I'm sure that you know that we're living in the digital revolution right now. Okay, it began near the end of the 20th century, and its enormous power has been growing exponentially, by the year. The invention of computers and the internet has touched and shaped the lives of every person on the planet. And here's the most exciting part of the digital revolution to me. When computers were first invented, they were so expensive that only, universities or, NASA or big companies could afford them. But now your average smartphone is more powerful than a supercomputer, used to be, that cost millions of dollars. Here's a great article about this. Your smartphone is millions of times more powerful than all of NASA's combined computing in 1969. And remember, 1969, that's the year that NASA put a person on the moon. So next time you pick up your phone, really think about that. You're holding more power in the palm of your hand than NASA used to put someone on the moon. The digital revolution is putting this enormous power in the hands of regular people like us all around the globe. More than 2.5 billion people have smartphones today, and over 6 billion people are projected to own smartphones by around 2020. The iPhone, the iPad have become a worldwide phenomenon. Apple has already sold over 1 billion devices, and this number grows every day. Over 2 billion people own personal computers, and over 3 billion people around the world have internet access. When you look around, you can see the digital revolution everywhere you look. Everyone has a digital device in their hand. The amount of time that people are spending on their devices is growing every day. This has created a massive demand for digital teaching products, which we're talking about here in this class. Products like ebooks, online video courses, audio programs, membership websites, and a lot more. People from all over the world are using their digital devices to learn new things about every topic imaginable. And this has created a secondary revolution that I call the digital product revolution. And here's the most exciting part, okay? Regular people like you and me are creating and selling the best digital products. For the first time in history, okay, the way I think of it, this is the first time a regular person can create a digital product like an ebook, okay, and they can do it inexpensively. We can even create an online video course or an audio course very inexpensively and then offer it for sale to literally billions of people around the world. Okay, so let me show you our first video. I'd like to show you why digital products are such a big deal right now and how you can take advantage of one of the biggest trends that we will ever see in our lifetimes. Now, if you've been watching the teaching and training business literally explode online, you'll notice that the big winners, okay, the famous ones, they have something in common. They're all offering their teaching courses and books in the form of digital products. So what's a digital product? It's basically any teaching product that you can read, listen to, or watch. Video courses, audio courses, ebooks, webinars, membership sites, these are all examples of digital products. You might not have heard them described as digital products before, but that's exactly what they are. So I have a question for you. Have you ever wanted to write a book or teach a course? Have you always wanted to take what you're really interested in, what you're passionate about, take your own life story and turn it into a book or a teaching program and have an online business? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have an online business and work where and when you wanted? And have you ever wondered how others are doing it with their digital products and their online businesses?
I like digital products because there's no variable cost and there's no time to you. So whether you sell 10 or 10,000, you're still, sitting on the beach, drinking your pina coladas and hanging out, and you just check to see how much money you made.
I still feel like it's not real. Clearly I'm going to wake up from the vacation or something, and it sounds cliche, but it's true because I love what I'm doing, and I don't spend 12 hours a day doing it anymore.
I can say personally, lifestyle-wise, I feel so blessed. I feel like, anything is possible for myself and my family. We have everything we could ever want and so much more. So a lot of our life now is really about giving.
I had heard before, and I've seen other people getting paid doing these online businesses, but I always felt that it was really hard for me to do something like that. But when it actually happened, it was super cool. It was the best feeling of my life when I woke up that I'd made money when I was sleeping. The first 4 sales of my digital product literally happened while I slept.
So there are incredible stories from people who have real businesses online right now. And this training video, again, is called How to Find Your Big Idea, where I'm going to show you how you can do the same and how to take what you know, whether that be something you're interested in, or a hobby, or a passion, or maybe information or skills that you don't even realize are valuable, and then turn it into a digital product that you can sell online, often for very high prices. If you look around today, you'll notice 3 things, okay? The first thing is that everyone is reading, they're watching videos, and they're listening to information that they search for and find and often buy online. The second thing is the amount of time that they invest doing this is growing. And the third thing is the amount of money that they invest doing it is also growing. The success of smartphones and iPads and tablets and online education is meteoric. Digital products in the form of ebooks and audio courses and video courses and webinars, they're starting to really go mainstream. And who's making the most successful ebooks and online courses and digital products? Regular people, like you and like me, who have taught ourselves how to do it. All right, so the big insight here is that regular people are doing this all over the world, and you can do it too as long as you follow the formula, okay, a proven formula. But you must avoid this one mistake, or you might never get off the starting line. The big mistake is actually a self-esteem issue that I see in many people who are creating their digital products. And the mistake is thinking that you don't know enough, or that you don't have the right credentials to create and sell a digital product online. Now, when I started my business over 15 years ago, I was unemployed. I was $30,000 in debt. I don't have a college degree. I didn't have, any special credentials. it would have been very easy for me to give up and believe that I, didn't have what it took or I wasn't good enough to create my own digital product and market it. But I was lucky because I had a friend who was already doing this and who showed me how he did it. And my friend was doing very well selling a little ebook online. And he actually called me up. He was making fun of me because I was doing work that I didn't really enjoy at the time. And he was having so much fun building his business from his computer. Okay, so I've got another quick video I want to show you about how I got started in this business. Now I'm going to show it to you, but you have to promise not to laugh at my 80s mullet haircut that you're going to see here. Okay, so watch this. I grew up in a little backwoods town outside of Eugene, Oregon. I dropped out of high school at 16 and then dropped out of the little community college I was attending to go on tour with a rock band for $75 a week. Now my first job was manual labor, making I think $3.50 an hour, and 7 years later I was up to $10 an hour in my 20s. I didn't know anyone who was wealthy and successful in business, and I didn't even know anyone who knew anyone who was wealthy and successful. I woke up 9 years later after trying to be a real estate agent, trying to be a guitar teacher, trying to be a marketing consultant, and a bunch of other business ideas. And when I woke up, I was 31 years old, I was $30,000 in debt, and I was unemployed. And I had to start all over. But this time with $30,000 in credit card debt, which, felt like I was carrying this huge burden on my shoulders. I was just about to try my next business idea when a friend of mine showed me how he was selling a PDF ebook online and making great money doing it. He was actually making fun of me for doing my normal business ideas, and he encouraged me to try what he was doing. So I locked myself in my bedroom, and in just a few weeks, I wrote a book about something simple. It was about dating, of all things. I wrote my book using a pen name because, I have a strange name that's not easy to remember. And, this is the internet. I had no idea what would happen. It actually took me a few months to figure out how to make a website and set up a shopping cart and, get website hosting. I'd never done any of this stuff before. But I finally got my new self-published ebook on my website and offered it for sale. Now at first, I would just sell 1 or 2 books here and there. I would go to sleep at night and then, I'd roll out of bed in the morning into the little chair in my bedroom to my computer and I'd check my sales stats. And the big thrill was that sometimes I would have someone in a different part of the world buy my book and download it, and I would literally make money while I was asleep. Those 1 or 2 books here and there were like a light in the dark, okay? They gave me hope. Then, a few months into building my online business, something happened that changed the course of my life. In marketing, one of the things you learn is that it's important to test the price of what you sell. Sometimes you'll sell more if you have a lower price, but sometimes you'll sell more if you have a higher price. You don't know until you test. So one day, I raised the price of my ebook by $10. I was selling it for $29.95 originally, so that morning I raised the price to $39.95. And it just so happened that a couple of friends were visiting. Now, I was living up in Los Angeles at the time, and they were visiting San Diego, which was a couple of hour drive away. So I put up my little price test, I got in my car, and I drove the couple of hours to hang out with my friends for the day. Now later in the day, after spending the afternoon with them, I asked one of them if I could use his computer to check my sales stats online. And I was completely shocked. I had sold 10 copies of my book that day, a new record for me. Okay, so I raised my price by $10 and had my best sales day ever, $400 in sales. Now I did the quick math in my head and I realized if I can sell $400 a day worth of these ebooks, that's $12,000 a month. And if I make $12,000 a month in sales, I'm free. And I couldn't believe it. For 15 years, I had worked hard in jobs and businesses as I mentioned a self-employed consultant. And all of a sudden, I wrote a book about dating with no formal education, no degree, no marketing MBA, nothing. But I put my little book online and made $400 in sales in one day while I was hanging out with my friends. Now, after doing this for 8 or 9 months, I finally decided to offer a live seminar. Okay, 23 people paid to come to my first live seminar. And I was so nervous that I could barely sleep the night before. Okay, now the seminar didn't make me any profit, but I also did something else at the seminar. I borrowed a video camera and I recorded it. Okay, we video recorded it and audio recorded it. And a few months later, I released an audio version of the seminar as my second product. And guess what happened? My business doubled overnight. So here's a tip. If you have one product in your business, okay, make another one that's much more expensive and offer it to everyone who buys your first product. This alone can often double a business when it's done right. Okay, so remember, at first, I sold one of my PDF ebooks here and there for $29.95. Then I had my big $400 day a few months in. Then I added an opt-in page and started growing my audience and my list. Okay, now $29.95, it's not a lot of money, but I kept at it. And by the end of my first year, I'd made $150,000 in total sales. Not too bad. My second year, I did $500,000 in sales. Then 1.5 million my third year, then 5 million my fourth year, then 12 million my fifth year. And after releasing a series of video and audio courses, I started partnering with other teachers and offering their products for sale in my business, and things continued to skyrocket. And then I got the call. Tony Robbins wants to interview you. So I went to San Diego and I made friends with Tony Robbins, and he interviewed me for his New Money Masters program. Then he invited me out to speak at his Ultimate Business Mastery program with all these incredible gurus of business, okay, which was just an amazing experience. I got another call from someone who wanted me to come and interview Sir Richard Branson on stage at a very special event in Canada. I did a talk of my own at that event, and we raised a couple of $100,000 for his charity, Virgin Unite, and then surprised him when we did our interview on stage. After the interview, Sir Richard asked me to come back and interview him again at his charity event in Los Angeles. I was then invited to be a guest lecturer at the USC Marshall School of Business, one of the top entrepreneur schools in America. And by the way, what do you think I told them was the best idea that I had for starting a business? Of course, to create a digital product with the knowledge that they had and sell it online. So that's my story. Now, hopefully you noticed that I was not an overnight success. All right? Success came in a series of small breakthroughs, one step at a time. But I hope the story inspired you, and I hope that you see how this has completely changed the game for me. It's completely changed my life. First, I got my first digital product done, okay? I pushed myself to do it. A little book that I wrote in a few weeks. My next breakthrough was the first time I sold 10 books in one day. Okay, and that's when I realized that this could be something I could do full time. Okay, and after that, I kept learning, I kept trying new things. By the end of my first year, I had made almost $150,000 in sales. I did about $500,000 in sales my second year, around 1.5 million my third year, and my business just kept growing from there. So I've been very successful, but it didn't happen overnight. Okay, I'm a regular person with humble beginnings. Okay, I grew up out in the woods. And sure, I am talking about some big numbers, and the money in this business can oftentimes be very good, but there's something else about this business that's far more important than money, okay? Here's another quick video that is going to show you my favorite part about this business, okay? I can only show this to you by having you look at a video. And when you see this, I think you'll agree that what has happened here is more valuable even than the money that I'm making. The best part was that this was an online business. So I was running it from my own computer, okay, literally in my bedroom myself. I liked that freedom so much that I continued it as I started to hire people and build a team to run my business. And I built my entire company virtually. No office, everyone worked from home, and they still do. We've never had an office to this day. My online business freed me from long commutes and a boring office and a schedule I didn't enjoy, and it freed my team as well. And why that's really important to me is because of the freedom and flexibility that it has given me in my life. Now, one of the things my wife and I enjoy is traveling, and my digital product business gives me a ton of freedom to travel whenever I like. So for example, my wife and I decided to go traveling this summer in Europe with our little daughter. When we left, we didn't know exactly how long that we wanted to travel. So we actually decided to pack up all our stuff and put it in storage. Again, we didn't know how long we'd decide to keep living in different places. Now, before I had this business, that would have sounded flat out crazy to me, insane. And in the past few months, as I make this video for you here, we've stayed in London and Paris and Rome, We visited Germany, we visited Holland. We even spent some time in the French countryside with friends in a little chateau. Then we went to New York for a while. We went out to a couple of art and music festivals. We went to San Francisco to see some friends and to check out the tech scene for a few weeks. So what happened to my digital product business while I was traveling? Well, nothing happened. People around the world kept investing in my digital products. They kept learning how to improve their lives and build their businesses, and my business keeps thriving. So do I need to work? Sure, of course. And fortunately, I love what I do and what it does for other people. While I was in London, for example, my team asked me to make a couple of videos. So I opened up my computer and I made some videos. When I was in Rome, I got on a call with my team to talk about an important project we were working on. Again, I just opened up my computer, I got online, I put on my headset, and I did it. I did all my team meetings while I was traveling, I created trainings, and I even made some videos like I showed you. The point here is that I can be anywhere and my business still works like a clock because it's not based on me being in a particular place. It's not locked into a particular location. My belief is that everyone could and should have a digital product.
It's something that is constantly evolving and constantly changing, whether it's going from desktop sites to now we're on mobile and learning all the different aspects. Like, it's always something to get even deeper into learning about and to understanding, and like either a new platform or a new audience. So it's like it's always juicy and I'm always learning, which is part of the fun. And then it's always changing, which is part of the fun. So it's like getting to kind of just learn and be paid to learn a lot of the times, which is awesome.
Firstly, when I started my business, it was difficult for me just to imagine that I could travel around the world, that I could make money, like basically when I'm sleeping, you know.
When I first discovered that, when it first happened, that I was getting money for a digital product that I created, I felt drunk. I mean, I felt like liberated. I felt like giddy, like a kid, because I can get rewarded financially for teaching people something that I'm passionately in love with. And when I teach it to them, I'm empowering them. That's what I call a win-win-win-win situation.
Replacing my local business income with a full-time online income was like so exciting. I couldn't even believe it for the first few months, actually.
If you're a coach, you should have a digital product. If you have a great story to tell, you should have a digital product. If you're really interested and passionate about something, you should have a digital product. If you have a physical product business, you should have a digital product. Okay, so the freedom and lifestyle that you just saw in that little video is possible because digital products give you massive leverage. Okay, so here's a quote. Give me a place to stand and a lever long enough and I will move the world. All right, so Archimedes, he said these words over 2,000 years ago, and you know, they still ring true, right? You get the idea. And when you create a digital product, you leverage the power of the computer and the internet to multiply your abilities. Okay, once you create it, you can essentially have an unlimited number of people learning from you anytime, anywhere, and it's automatic because it's digital. And you know, it's a little weird for me to think about this, but for years now, okay, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there are people around the world who are listening to, watching, and going through my digital products. All right, that's huge. That's big leverage. And I don't have to be there doing it anymore. I don't have to do the teaching myself. My digital products do the teaching and the work for me, so I can have more of my time freed up to live my life. Now, many of my students from all over the world are following in my footsteps, using digital products to build their businesses, build the life of their dreams, okay? And I want to invite you to do this too. Now that you understand the digital revolution and how you can use it to create your ideal lifestyle, it's time for part 2 of our class, okay? And this is the cure for financial anxiety. To be successful in today's world, you must have a cure for your financial anxiety. And I believe that I and many of my students now have found it. Right now, we're living in one of the most exciting times in history, but we're also living in a time of great anxiety, great financial anxiety. Just turn on the news for 5 minutes and you will be convinced that the world is going to come to an end. Okay? And if you don't have a cure for this anxiety that surrounds you, it can really get inside. It can penetrate deep into your mind, your emotions, really making success impossible. So, what's going on in the world today? Why is this financial anxiety such a big part of all of our lives now? Well, as we discussed, the digital revolution is creating massive changes around the world, and the biggest thing that it's changing is our job market. Okay, now here's a striking example from a great article in The Atlantic. The title is A World Without Work. It compares AT&T in 1964 to Google today. Okay, so in 1964, AT&T was the most valuable company in the United States, worth about $267 billion in today's money. Now, today's Google is worth over $500 billion. All right, so in 1964, AT&T had 750,000 workers. Today, Google has 57,000 workers. So Google is worth twice as much money as AT&T was back then, but they have less than 10% of the workers. Google was able to eliminate 90% of the jobs with computers and technology, and this trend is only increasing every day. Okay, so here's a recent study conducted by Oxford University, estimating that 47% of all jobs in the United States are at risk of being eliminated by computers over the next 20 years. In this study, this is one of the conservative ones. Here's one conducted by scientists at a leading university showing that computers and robots could replace 80% of our current jobs in just 2 decades. Okay, so having a job, being an employee, it used to provide financial security for people. You go to work for a big company, you stay there, everything works out. Now people laugh when they, hear the words job security because it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist, especially in big corporate environments. I interviewed best-selling author Harvey Mackay a few years back. He's the author of that famous book you've probably heard of, Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive. He mentioned a statistic from the U.S. Department of Labor that, just keeps bouncing around in my head. He said that today's average college graduate will have at least 3 to 5 career changes in their lifetimes and 10 to 14 job changes by age 38. Okay, 3 to 5 careers, 10 to 14 jobs by age 38. Now, this amount of change and insecurity, it's the new reality, okay? And it's underlying a lot of the financial anxiety that is spreading around the globe. Here's an article that shows 1.8 million able-bodied young Americans gave up looking for work last month. All right. In the article, a spokesperson for young workers said, "We're the most educated generation, but we've racked up over $1 trillion of student loan debt, and only a third of those earning 4-year degrees land jobs in this economy that require a degree. Too many are finding only low-skilled jobs and struggling to get by." The financial anxiety I'm talking about, it's all around us because our economy just isn't working for most regular people. And here's a report from CNN Money, right? It says 76% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. All right, let's just let that sink in. 76%, okay, hardworking people living every day with this financial anxiety, knowing they're one paycheck away from financial ruin. But here's an important distinction, okay? Our economy is broken for the middle class, but the rich are living in a different reality. Okay, you've probably seen some of the reports showing how rich people are doing better than ever in today's economy. Here's a report from the BBC saying the richest 1% of people in the world now have more wealth than the other 99% combined. You've probably heard that. Today's economy and the digital revolution, they are making the top 1% richer every day. But here's something you might not know. Okay, today, you don't have to be Bill Gates or Warren Buffett to be in the top 1%. A lot of people you wouldn't suspect that, are regular business owners, essentially, that have figured something out, have gotten there. Okay, here's a calculator from CNN Money. If your household income is $430,000 per year, you're in the top 1% of income earners. Now, I've gotten to know a lot of people who earn at this level and higher, some a lot higher. And you know what? They have something in common. The vast majority of them own their own businesses. That's how they did it. If you look at Thomas Stanley's book, The Millionaire Next Door, where he went out and he researched who are millionaires, who are these rich people, most of them were regular people that started businesses and built them from scratch. Owning your own business is by far the best, most probable way to join the top 1%. And it's also the best way to protect yourself from the worldwide job crisis that is looming. Now, here's a glimpse into the future and what we can expect in the coming years. All right, so the digital revolution, it's going to continue to create massive changes. Job insecurity is only going to rise for most people. An estimated 50 to 80% of jobs will be lost to computers and globalization over the next couple of decades. Okay, and the jobs, they're going to be eliminated faster and faster each year. Things are going to get much worse for the middle class in the coming years, I believe, but things are also going to get much better for people who have figured out the business models of the future. Successful business owners and high-income people will likely continue getting richer and richer because they're captains of their own ship. They control their own destinies because they run their own businesses. So as you can see, I'm a big believer that the solution is to own your own business. Okay, you can't be fired or laid off because you own it. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to go quit your job tomorrow. Okay, that wouldn't be smart. I'm telling you to build your own business. Okay, build it while you have a job. If you have one, if you already have a business, right, then put more energy into taking it to the next level. And by the way, when your business is stable and producing the income that you want, that's, when you think about moving on. If you have a job, that's when you can think about quitting. You want to, build your second bridge before you blow up the first one. All right, so what's the ideal business in today's digital economy? Well, of course, it's a digital product business. And here's why. Okay, so Peter Drucker, who's probably the most famous business guru of all time, okay, he made this prediction years ago. He said that universities won't survive. The future is outside the traditional campus, outside the traditional classroom. Distance learning is coming on fast. And so far, his prediction is starting to come true. What Peter Drucker calls distance learning is one of the fastest growing industries in history. Okay, but we don't call it distance learning, right? It's called e-learning. People are learning through online digital products. Peter Drucker believed this industry would be so big that it would create, essentially a limitless field of opportunity for those that filled the needs of people who need to learn the new skills, okay, the new skills that are coming out. And he was right, okay? Look at this article from Forbes showing that online education was a $107 billion industry last year. Okay, that's billion with a B. And again, this is just getting started. When you combine over 3 billion internet users, 2 billion personal computers, 1 billion iPads and iPhones, 6.2 billion smartphones projected by 2020, you can see that the entire world is living more and more of their lives online, and digital products are becoming a huge part of the online lifestyle. Now, many industry insiders, myself included, believe that the digital product industry will multiply by at least 10 times. Okay, 10x from where it's at right now. And I think that's conservative. Okay, I'm estimating that digital products, online learning, and the information business in general I think they're on track to become the world's next $1 trillion industry. And this is going to be the $1 trillion industry largely created by regular people, okay? People like you and me. In the coming years, other industries like, things like genetics and robotics and artificial intelligence, these are probably also going to reach the $1 trillion level. But these are things that are dominated by scientists and engineers and computer programmers, okay? And they're financed by Silicon Valley investment bankers and Wall Street. Okay, I think digital products are going to be the $1 trillion industry where regular people have much of the advantage. I have watched how it has been the greatest opportunity in my life to succeed in business, and in the coming years, I predict that millions of regular people from all over the world will create digital products and become part of the digital product revolution. But here's the catch, okay? The vast majority of people, the vast majority, are going to completely miss this. Like all of the big opportunities in history, most people will sit on the sidelines and watch as this passes right by. Now, of course, I'm urging you, don't let this happen to you. If you have something to teach, if you have a book inside of you, then be part of this moment in history, okay, while you still can. And right now, it's time to show you how to do it. Okay, so it's time for part 3 of our class, how to create a digital product that sells itself. Now, in this part of our class, I'm going to give you my step-by-step formula for creating a digital product that sells itself. This is my secret weapon, okay? And it's really the foundation of my business. Over the years, I've spent a lot of time in Silicon Valley, as I mentioned. I've studied all the big players like Apple and Google and Facebook. I've also studied the small rising stars who will become the tech giants of tomorrow. I've invested in several growing startups. I advise them. Whenever I spend time in Silicon Valley, I always notice the way they talk about new products. Okay? And again, they have this important saying. They say that the product is the marketing. The venture capitalists, they like to invest in products that have been designed to sell themselves. And if your product can't sell itself, okay, they don't want to invest. If it does, right, they'll invest millions. And the same is true when we create our digital product and we put it online. Okay, I never create a digital product unless I have used the systems that you're about to learn to design it from the beginning so that people want to buy it, so that it sells itself. And this is how I've sold over $100 million worth of digital products online, working right here from my laptop. Now, before I give you this formula, I want to give you the key that unlocks the formula. I believe that every person alive has something valuable to share with the world. Okay? After teaching people all over the world how to create digital products, I believe that each of us has a big idea. Okay? You have a big idea for a book or a teaching course that would be incredibly valuable to other people. Each of us has knowledge and expertise and a unique life story that can be easily turned into a digital teaching product. And the key that makes it all possible, okay, is to realize that there are 3 billion people online around the world and that people are searching for what you know right now. Okay, they're looking for it right now as we're doing this class. My life changed when I realized that there were people searching for what I knew, and they were looking for me right now, right, in this very moment. These are people who are at a point they don't have time to waste figuring it out for themselves, and they will gladly pay $20 or $100 or $1,000 or even $5,000 or $10,000 or more to learn what I knew. Okay, if I could put it into a format, teach it in a way that made it easy for them to learn. Now, understanding this truth, okay, it was a turning point. Okay, it was a turning point in my life, and it has allowed me to create the business and now the life that, it's beyond what I would have dreamed about when I was younger. All right, so take a look at this. I want to show you the incredible number of people who are online right now searching for what you know. Now, I want to share something here, something that I was surprised by. Several years ago, when I first started teaching people how to use this model to start and build their digital products and online businesses, I believed that you could only succeed and make real money if you were in one of the big niches, things like weight loss and dating and relationships or money and business, those kinds of big categories. I taught my students that if they didn't have one of those types of businesses, that they probably wouldn't succeed. Well, guess what has happened over the past few years? Because so many more people have gotten on the internet, billions of them, it turns out that there are people who are looking for information on every topic now. For me, my life changed when I realized that there were people around the world who were looking, right now in this moment, for what I knew, and that they were at a point where they didn't have the time to waste figuring it out for themselves, and they'd gladly pay me $20, $100, $1,000, even $10,000 or more to learn what I knew in a way that made it easy for them, and that I could do this in a digital product. So, what niches have I now seen this work in? Well, in our first video, I already mentioned things like wedding planning and poker and dating that I got started in. But I've now seen people with businesses teaching how to do art, how to teach your parrot to talk, how to play guitar, and my personal favorite topic of all time, one of my friend Jeff Walker's clients that he told me about, who teaches horse ballet, okay? Really, horse ballet. And it's a big time success, all right? More money than you'd want to hear about. Horse ballet. When I created my first digital product, I was actually in a hard place in my life. I was 31 years old, I was $30,000 in credit card debt, and I was unemployed. And I was afraid. Part of me thought, I can't create something that's actually going to work that people are gonna buy online and take me seriously. I had no reputation of any kind, no degree, no one knew who I was, I had no list, I'd never built a website, I'd never written a book, I'd never set up a shopping cart, I'd never had an email list, I'd never done any of this stuff. But I had to do something in my life, and I had to do it fast because, bills don't like to wait, and my credit cards liked to wait even less. So I took a chance, and I invested a few weeks to write my first book. It was only about 100 pages long, and what I did is I shared what I had learned about dating. Okay, of all the things that I could have written about, I wrote a book of dating. Now I mentioned that, I didn't think there was any way I was going to make this work and that people are actually going to buy it, but there was something that I didn't know at that time. I didn't realize just how many people were coming online every day looking for new knowledge, looking for new solutions. And we still don't realize today just how many people there are online. Our minds are good at imagining numbers up to maybe, 5 or 10, or maybe, 50 or 100. But beyond that, we just don't understand how to think about huge numbers. Okay, so it's a real mind trip when you think about it. There are people all around the world right now who are sitting at their computers and typing in search words to find and learn what you know. So let's look at some examples here. Now I'm just on Google using their keyword tool and just getting an idea of how many people are searching on each of these topics. Here, let's look at people who are searching to learn how to play guitar. All right, look at this, 800,000 to 1 million people a month. How about something like get a girlfriend? All right, around 600,000 people per month. Dog training, 500 to 700,000 or so people per month. How about this? Let's look up vertical gardening. Okay, this is a big trend. 1 to 300,000 people per month looking for information on vertical gardening. And this is just English-speaking people in the United States. Okay, that's what I've got this set on, just English in the United States. So this means that someone is searching Google, for example, for dog training every few seconds. All right, every few seconds. Every time I say a few words here, someone searches for dog training information. And we're just looking at Google here, okay? This is just one online channel or source, and this is one search. How many other places are people looking for information on dog training online? How many other places are they looking for guitar playing tips, or how to get a girlfriend, or information on vertical gardening? Imagine them in their lives running into a challenge or opportunity, needing to figure out what to do for a solution, then sitting at their computer and searching, typing in the words to search, and then seeing the results that come up, and then picking an option to go learn what they need to know. And you know something else too, that most of what they're going to find online is low quality, right? It's not as good as it could be, and the good stuff is hard to find. But you know it. You know something important, something deep, something really valuable. And this is why the time is now for you to create your digital product and offer it to these people, again, who are searching for you right now. If you create the product that they need, that they're looking for, then you can change their lives, and your product and your business can change yours. Now that you understand just how big this is and how many people are already looking for you, let's go over my proven 3-step formula for creating a digital product that sells itself. Okay, step 1, identify a best-selling topic and niche. One of the biggest questions I get is how to find a best-selling topic and niche for your digital product. Over the years, I've developed a special way of doing it that has created, some excellent results for me and now for many students. Now I'm going to show you another quick little video so you can see how I and my students identify winning topics, target winning niches for our digital products. One of the questions I get most is about choosing a niche and a topic for your digital product. It's obviously very important to figure out who your audience is and what you should teach them. And when I teach digital product creators how to get their niche right, I like to make a distinction. Okay? And you're going to want to write this down. Don't choose your niche, target your niche. And the reason that we say target your niche is because I want you to imagine a target. It has concentric circles and they get smaller toward the middle. Okay, so we ask a few questions to target our niche. First, is our prospective customer motivated? Okay? Are they motivated to go and buy something? Number two, are they out looking for solutions? In other words, are they motivated to the point where they get up off their butt and they go out and they start searching? And then three, are they having a hard time finding the right answer? Okay, so if you arrange these three questions inside of each other, okay, someone that's motivated, someone that's looking, and they're having a hard time finding, you see that it's narrowing and targeting the group of people who are most likely to buy your digital product. Now, in case it's not obvious, the reason we want to target these people is that if you create a digital product, especially for people who are motivated and looking, and who you can give a high quality set of answers to, then you get another amazing benefit. You don't have to use a bunch of weird high pressure sales and marketing tactics because they're already sold. And another thing that happens when you do this as well, you actually do what I call narrowing your niche. You go after fewer people. All right, so this one might leave you with a question mark in your head. Why would you go after fewer people? Because online, there are so many people online, that you actually do better by talking to a more specific audience. For example, my first book, okay, my first book on dating advice, it could have been on self-help, okay, more general, or it could have been on relationships, or even on just dating. But I went even narrower, and I just taught dating advice to men. And when a motivated guy who's looking for a date, okay, he comes and finds me, I have great answers for him. Now, another thing I want to mention here is that sometimes it's actually hard to identify the knowledge you have that you can put into a digital product. And the reason is because it sounds too easy. We often don't believe that we could get paid to teach or just talk about something that's actually enjoyable or fun. So I'll ask you another question. What is it that you're great at that you actually wouldn't have guessed that people would pay you to teach them because it's so natural and so automatic to you? I mentioned a friend who did incredibly well teaching people to play poker, for example. And what's the story of how you learned it? And very importantly, what's the big insight that allowed you to go from failure to success? This is what I'm always looking for, okay? In your story, what's the moment that you had the big aha? I want to know the moment that I had that big aha that can become the core, the foundation of my digital product. The combination of identifying what you're naturally great at and then targeting your niche well, plus remembering your story and the big insight that allowed you to go from failure to success, this is how you find your big idea. I mean, this is your big idea. Okay, so that's how you find a winning topic, okay, or the perfect niche, and your big idea for your digital product. Okay, and here's the process one more time. When you combine what you're naturally great at with targeting your niche well, and then you add your unique story and the big insight that allowed you to go from failure to success, you find your big idea for your digital product. Okay, and this is the process that I've used to create my best-selling digital products. Okay, and obviously you can see here you can use it too. Now, if you want to download this diagram and get some additional tips for finding your big idea, again, make sure you stay till the end of the class. At the end, I'll let you download my big idea checklist and my diagram, and the download will walk you through all the steps to help you find your big idea. And when you do this, okay, make sure that you avoid the number one mistake that people make when they're trying to find a winning niche and come up with their winning idea. And this number one niche mistake is being too general. Okay, it's a huge mistake to try to make a product that appeals to everyone. Now, this is a little counterintuitive because most people think that being general and picking a broad niche will allow them to sell their product to more people. Hey, being broader, it appeals to everyone, and it makes sense, but actually in practical reality, it's dead wrong. All right, so here's an important fact. The more specific you are with your product, the more people will trust that it can solve their problem. People buy specific solutions to their problems. Okay, so for example, let's say you have a bad headache, okay, and you go to the drugstore and you walk down the medicine aisle looking for, relief. And on the shelf, okay, you see two medicines next to each other. One is Excedrin, okay, which is a popular medicine created specifically to stop headaches. And you're about to grab it, and then next to the Excedrin, you notice a big blue jar, okay, and it's a big blue jar of liquid. And on the label, it says medicine, cures everything. All right, so what are you going to buy? Are you going to buy the thing that's specifically designed to stop your headache, or the big blue jar of goop that says medicine on it that claims to cure everything? Right? Well, of course, you're going to buy the Excedrin. And this is why Excedrin has been a best-selling product for over 50 years. To create a digital product that sells itself, you need to do what Excedrin does. You need to create a product that solves a specific problem for specific people. If you make the mistake of being too general or trying to appeal to everyone, your product will never sell itself, and it probably won't sell at all. My first book, Double Your Dating, is a good example of this principle in action. If you read my book, you'll notice that most of the book is actually pretty good general self-help advice. Okay, advice that's good for anyone who's really trying to accomplish anything in their lives. All right, so why didn't I call the book Self-Help for Everyone? Right? And why didn't I try to sell it to everyone on the planet? I didn't do this because I didn't want my book to be the ambiguous blue jar of medicine that claims to cure everything. So I did what I'm teaching you here. I narrowed my niche from general self-help, right, into relationship advice, and then just a part of relationships, which is the dating phase. And then I narrowed it even further to dating advice for men only. Now, most people would think that this was dumb, okay, to narrow or limit my audience and offer a product that would, appeal to fewer people. But this is how I created a digital product that was like Excedrin, a product that solved a specific problem for specific customers. And this is one of the biggest reasons that my little ebook grew and grew in sales, eventually becoming an online bestseller, okay, all over the world, and why, 15 years later, people still come back all the time to buy that book and read it. Now that you understand the power of narrowing your niche, let's move on to step 2 of my formula for creating a digital product that sells itself. And step 2 is to sell them what they want and teach them what they need. All right, now here's really a heartbreaking story that I hear all the time, okay? Someone will come up to me at one of my live programs and they'll say, Eben, I created a digital product and it's really great, but I'm having a little problem. Nobody's buying it, okay? For some reason, it's not selling. Will you take a look and tell me what's wrong? And, when I ask them a few questions and I take a look, 99% of the time, I find the same heartbreaking truth. Okay, they spent months, sometimes years, creating what they believed was the perfect book or the perfect digital product, but nobody will buy it because they made 2 critical mistakes when they created the product. Okay, mistake number 1, when creating a digital product, most people don't bother to check their product idea with simple tools like Google's Keyword Planner to find out if people want to buy their product. Okay, and it's really tragic how many people spend months or years creating a product that nobody wants to buy, but they could have known this in advance, okay? With just a little practice using Google's Keyword Planner, a free tool, right, you can use online right now, you can research if people are searching for something like your product in a few minutes, okay? That's all it takes to see if you have a winning idea, right? It's just a few minutes to do that initial research, but most people never do this. And then they wonder why their product doesn't sell. And then here's critical mistake number 2, creating what I call a data dump product. Okay, when most people create a digital product, they assume that the purpose of their product is to teach other people everything they know about their topic. All right, and I call it the data dump product because what the person does is they just try to dump all of their knowledge into the product. The problem is that data dump products are very difficult to sell because customers aren't searching for most of the information in the product. To create a product that sells itself, we have to be smarter and more strategic. Instead of making a data dump product, we need to create a product that's full of information that customers are already searching for, that they already want to buy, that they already want to pay for. And here's the best way to do that. Okay, so start by testing your product idea in Google's Keyword Planner to make sure that people are searching for the solutions that you're offering. Next, use the Google Keyword Planner to find the top 10 search words or phrases related to what your product is going to be. And these top 10 searches, okay, these point the way to your customers' emotional hot buttons. Okay, these are going to be the top 10 things that your customers want to learn. And to create a digital product that sells itself, you want to take these top 10 search words and phrases and make them part of your product. Okay, and I like to take these top 10 searches and make it the outline of my digital product if possible. These top searches become the titles for the major chapters or sections of the product. Okay, now this essentially guarantees that you're making a product that people are already looking for, okay, that they're much more likely to buy. This is also the best way to make sure your product comes up multiple times for top searches related to your product. Okay, and this is a simple but very powerful way to create a digital product that sells itself, but it's completely reverse of what most people do. All right, but what about everything else that your customers need to learn? All right, what if they need to learn things that don't come up in the top 10 things that they're searching for? Okay, well, here's the solution. What you do is you include the other information that your customers need inside the body of the product. Okay, you can make subsections, you can teach your customers anything that you know that they need to learn, but make sure that the main outline and the major sections of your product focus on their top searches and their top needs. This is how to create a digital product, right, that sells itself. This is why I say sell them what they want, teach them what they need. Okay, so now it's time for step 3 of the proven formula that I use. Give away your best idea for free. Now, this step in the process, this one is very counterintuitive. It is the exact opposite of what your brain will tell you to do. All right, your brain and your emotions will say, hey, wait a minute, that's my best idea. People should have to pay me a lot of money for it. Okay, so to get your brain and your heart on board, let's look at some of the most successful people who sell digital products. Okay, watch what they're doing. You've probably already seen them online, right? What are most of them doing? They're giving away some of their best stuff for free. All right. And this is the best hook to get subscribers and get customers for your digital product. And here's an example. Okay. So after I wrote my first digital book, Double Your Dating, I was looking for a way to increase how many subscribers I was getting to my list and how many customers I was getting buying my book. And back then I used to teach men a simple way of figuring out whether or not a woman was ready to be kissed. Now, as you might imagine, men don't like the idea of trying to kiss a woman and getting rejected, okay? And they really want to learn how to figure out if she wants to be kissed. And as you can imagine, because I had a way to figure it out, it was one of my most valuable ideas, okay? Well, my customers loved it, and it was something that every guy wanted to know. And what I did is I called my little technique the kiss test, and I put up a simple opt-in page, and I started giving it away for free to men from around the world who are visiting my website. And guess what happened? Okay, they started showing up in large numbers and opting in and registering for my list, and it got me more traffic, more registrations, more customers. Now, I've taught this strategy of giving away your best idea to a lot of people, okay? And they have used it very successfully, and you should too. And today, there are countless places to give away your best ideas online. You can give them away to people through Google, through Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Amazon. You can give them away with email. You can get other people to give them away to their lists, and much more. And what's working best for me, okay, are 3 primary channels right now. Okay, email is working very well, Facebook is working well, and Google is working well. And let's take a minute. We'll talk about each one. Okay, so let's start with email. When I use email to get new customers, I like to find and partner with other people who already have lists of qualified buyers. Okay, people with email lists, they're always looking for ways to make money from their email list. And if you have a great idea to give away for free and you've created a digital product using my formulas so that it sells itself, there are countless people who would love to email your offer to their lists. Okay, and especially if you pay them a high percentage of each sale, which is what you do if you have an affiliate partner. Now, I teach all of my students a step-by-step system for creating and launching their digital product through email. And the system I've created is very powerful because it's really the fastest way to launch a digital product, create a lot of sales quickly, and to do it without spending money on advertising. Okay, and my students who follow the steps in my system, okay, many of them, they've done extremely well. Okay, so after email, Facebook, okay, that's my current second favorite way to get customers for my digital products. And Facebook is an amazing way to get customers because they, have over 1.6 billion users everywhere, all over the planet. With this many people on Facebook, you could easily get all your customers from Facebook alone, okay? And especially if you combine Facebook with my 3-step formula for creating digital products that sell themselves. Facebook has so much data on its users that you can find any customer you want anywhere in the world, and the cost is very low. You can show your ads to perfect customers, for pennies. Now here's an example. Let's say I'm giving away my Kiss test on Facebook to find more customers for my Double Your Dating products. To find perfect customers on Facebook, okay, I can log in, or you can log in to the ad platform and tell Facebook who to target. Okay, I can target, let's say, single men aged 18 to 35. If I want, I can target English-speaking regions like the United States or the UK or Europe or Australia. I can target men who like to read. I can target men who have a history of buying online products. Okay, and that's a big one. I can even target people who have enough money to buy my high-end products. Okay, so let's say that I want to target all men with an annual income above, $50,000 or above $100,000. And this is just a tiny fraction of what's possible with Facebook targeting. You can basically target as many characteristics as you want to find perfect customers for your digital product. And the cost to find these customers, it can be very reasonable. My students and I, we often test out new Facebook campaigns for as little as $50. And with digital products, your risk is always minimal because if you're making money, okay? You know it immediately. You see the people coming to your website and they go through your process and they either buy or they don't. And with Facebook's new platform, you can risk very little, almost nothing. And then if you find a winner, you can scale it up and do very well. And if you're selling higher priced products, Facebook's income and wealth targeting, okay, this is priceless. Because Facebook has partnered with the big credit reporting companies, Facebook can target customers with specific incomes and even net worth. Okay, so, if you're selling a business training for, let's say, a couple of $1,000s, you may want to target business owners who earn over $100,000 per year. Okay, if you want to be sure that your customers have enough money to buy your products, you can even target people with assets, say, over $1 million. In the history of advertising, there's never been a time when regular people have had access to this level of data. Facebook is putting enormous advertising power in the hands of regular people, and I and many of my students are using it to find perfect customers for relatively very little money. Now, over the years, my team and I, we've become good at using these channels and using Facebook to get customers. We even have people on our team whose job it is to use Facebook to find us perfectly targeted customers, and they're very good at what they do. Right now, by the way, I'm testing something very special. For the first time ever, I'm letting my Facebook experts show a small group of my students everything we do to sell digital products on Facebook. My Facebook experts can show you click by click how we optimize our Facebook accounts and Facebook settings to get all the customers we need on Facebook. And here's the best part. When you know how to optimize your Facebook settings to target your ideal customers, it's possible to get lots of customers for very little money because the targeting is so good on Facebook. With 1.6 billion users and the best targeting capability in the world, it's often possible to get all the customers you need from Facebook alone, as long as you know what you're doing. My Facebook team does this all day, every day. Having my team help you set up your Facebook targeting can save you from, maybe years of costly trial and error. So imagine setting up your Facebook system and being able to do it right from the very beginning. This is one of the most powerful shortcuts I can give you, but I can only offer this to a small group of students, so let me know if you're interested at the end of our class today. I've even come up with a way for you to work with my Facebook team as a special bonus, so you don't even have to pay our normal fee. And again, I'll tell you about how that works at the end of the class. Okay, so we've talked about how I use email and Facebook, but what about Google? Okay, as I mentioned, I'm getting most of my customers from email, Facebook, and Google. We've already spent time talking about how to use Google's Keyword Planner to design and create a digital product that sells itself. And when you follow the steps I gave you earlier, right, you're going to create a product that people are already searching for. And with some basic search optimization, you can definitely get free traffic from Google and other search engines. Now, you can also buy paid advertising on Google for your customers', top searches. You can also open an AdWords account, which is free with Google, and start then running inexpensive ads as soon as your digital product is done. And when you outline your product with your customers' top 10 searches, like I recommended earlier, Google, right, will then come and rank your ads, and they'll give you priority because your content will be a match for what your customer is looking for. All right, so those are a couple of ways to get customers from Google: free search and then low-cost traffic from Google's AdWords. Now, we use both of these strategies, and we recommend that you do the same. But there's a third way to get customers from Google, and right now we're getting a lot of customers using this, very innovative marketing technique. And what we're talking about here is using Google for what's called retargeting, or, as Google calls it, remarketing. Retargeting, right? It's relatively inexpensive, but the return on your investment is phenomenal. Okay, this is one of the best ways to sell digital products right now. And here's why. Okay, I'd say 95 to 99% of people will not buy your digital product the first time they visit one of your web pages. All right? So let me say that again. 95 to 99% of people will not buy your digital product the first time they visit one of your web pages. You've probably heard the advertising rule that people need to see your message 5 to 7 times before they buy your product. And that turns out to be true for many of the people who will visit your website, get on your list, for many of your buying customers. And Google retargeting, it's the perfect solution to this problem. When people visit your website, when they look at your pages, Google will then track them and then show them remarketing ads, okay? And they'll show them everywhere on their phone, on their tablet, on their computer, and they'll just keep showing them until they come back and they buy your product. And our favorite strategy right now is combining Google and Facebook. Okay, so we go and we find perfectly targeted customers on Facebook and then use Google retargeting to follow up with them until they buy. Now, when you combine the power of Facebook and Google, all right, you can get a lot of customers. And again, you can do it very reasonably. As you can imagine, I have some of the top people doing this for me in my business. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm testing something really special right now. For the first time ever, I'm letting my Google and Facebook experts show a small group of my students everything that we do to sell digital products on Google and on Facebook. My Google and Facebook experts can show you, again, click by click, how we optimize our Google and Facebook accounts to get the customers that we need. When you know how to target perfect customers on Facebook and then retarget them on Google, it's possible to get, again, all the customers that you need for very little money because the targeting and retargeting capability is so advanced. Google and Facebook give you direct access, now to almost everyone online, and they give you the best customer targeting on the planet. And as long as you know what you're doing, it is possible to get all the customers you need by combining the power of Google and Facebook. And my Google and Facebook team does this all day. They do it every day. And having them help you set up your Google and Facebook targeting can save you, again, from years of trial and error. And again, just imagine setting up your Google, your Facebook system, being able to do it right from the beginning. As I already mentioned, this is one of the most powerful shortcuts I can give you, but I can only offer it to a small group of students. So let me know at the end of our class today if you're interested. And like I mentioned before, I've even come up with a way for you to work with my Google and Facebook team as a special bonus so you don't have to pay the normal fee, and I'll tell you at the end how that works. Okay, so that's my proven formula for creating a digital product that sells itself. Step 1 is to find a best-selling topic and niche. Step 2 is to sell them what they want and then teach them what they need. And step 3 is give away your best idea for free. Okay, so now that you understand my proven formula for creating digital products that sell themselves, let's jump into part 4 of our class today: how to turn your digital product into a thriving online business. In this part of our class, I'm going to show you the one-page blueprint that I've used, all right, to really take my digital products and turn them into thriving businesses, many of them, $1 million+ businesses. It's taken me over 15 years of trial and error to really nail this blueprint. And I've invested millions of dollars testing every step of the process. This is really the step-by-step blueprint that I use to create my best-selling digital products. And it's the blueprint that many of my students are using to create their digital products and sell them around the world. Okay, it's a predictable, it's a proven system that really works. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to show you the blueprint. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Like I promised, you can even download a copy at the end of the class. You can also download a copy of my book, How to Create a Digital Product That Sells Itself. You can download my step-by-step checklist for targeting a best-selling niche and designing a best-selling product. But be sure to stay to the end to get the downloads, okay? Now, before I walk you through the blueprint, I want to share another quick video that'll show you the purpose of my blueprint. My students tell me that there's much more to this than simply making money and having freedom. So what could be more important than money and freedom? All right, so watch this and you'll find out. We're each trying to do more here than just build a business and make money. We want to do things beyond that. For example, we want to create the lifestyle we want to live in our dream home, we want to travel, have more time freedom. We ultimately want to do something to make a difference in the world and to make our own impact and contribution. Now, I call this model idea to impact, and I've noticed that in order to make a real impact in the world, there are 5 things that need to be in place, okay? 5 things. So let's start at the end with the impact, the change that we want to make in the world in our lifetimes. Now, I've trained thousands of trainers and teachers and emerging thought leaders around the world in my online courses and digital products. And after interacting with these people, I've learned something. People who like teaching and sharing their story, they like doing more than just running a business and making money. Once they have their business and the lifestyle where they want it, they go on to big contribution projects that make an impact in the world. They actually get a positive rush and a good feeling from helping people who are disadvantaged, working on the environment, helping to figure out education, or working for world peace and other critical issues. In other words, most of us want to play a bigger game, and this is one of the things that I like most about being a teacher and a mentor to thousands and hundreds of thousands and even millions of students around the world. Now, we can only make the big impact on all these lives and on the world if we have the time and freedom to do it. Okay, you can't do it all if your time is taken by work, by chores, by errands. To make that impact, you must have your lifestyle in a place where you're living where you want to live, living how you want to live, and you have enough free time to do something big with it. If you really want to make a big impact, you must have the freedom and the lifestyle to do it. And in order to get that freedom, you must have the income. That's the bottom line. And in today's economy, for people like you and me, the way to do this is to build our own businesses. That's the way that almost all of us who've gotten to our income, lifestyle, and freedom goals have done it. Okay? Your business. This is key. You need to have a thriving business if you want the income to create the lifestyle that you want. And for that, you need a product that people will buy from you. A product that's yours. So you're not just competing on price, okay, selling what everyone else is selling. You need a product that you can sell and earn the profit on so you can create the product and then let the product do the work for you. Okay, you need a product. So what's the best product to have and the best product to sell? What is a product that's uniquely yours that you can sell over and over again for as long as you want? What's a product you can sell but still have? Well, here's a hint. It's when you take your big idea that we learned about in the last video and then teach it to others in your own digital product. So your idea becomes your digital product builds your online business makes you the money to fund your lifestyle, and then your lifestyle gives you the freedom that you need to then make the impact that you want to make on others and in the world. But it all starts right here with your idea and your product. And remember, if you don't build your digital product, then you can't build your online business. Okay? No digital product, no online business, and no freedom and no success and no impact. It's that simple. We have to get your digital product done. So let's learn more about how to do it. Okay, so as you can see, this model really is the key to having the life that you want. Okay, and many of my students tell me that this model, it's allowed them to create a business that really it fuels their life. It allows them to go and fulfill their life's purpose. Okay, again, it's a much higher calling than just money. And if you've wanted to do something special with your life and you want to make a big impact in the world, a digital product, okay, and a digital product business, it could be the perfect vehicle that allows you to find your purpose in business and life. And here's the roadmap that can make it possible. Okay, this is my one-page step-by-step blueprint for turning your digital product into a thriving online business. Okay, again, it's a system that's worked for me, many students around the world. Every step is vital. Okay, so let's zoom in and walk through it. So first, we need to target your product niche. We need to identify a big audience searching for your solution and then create what I call a customer avatar. Next, we need to use the 3-question niche test to narrow your niche only to qualified buyers. Okay, so I taught you these 3 questions in part 3 of our class today. Next, we need to test out our niche before investing the time to create the product. This way, you won't waste time on a product that nobody wants. Okay, and it's so important. People who fail with digital products, they don't usually test their niche before they create their product, and they waste so much time. Number 2, we need to build your digital product. Okay, and we start by outlining your product based on customer searches and customer needs. Now, this is one of the most important things you can do to create a digital product that sells itself. Next, we identify the knowledge you have that's most valuable to customers. And it turns out that each of us has a lot more knowledge. Okay, you have a lot more knowledge than you realize. And by focusing on the knowledge you have that's most valuable to your customers, right, you're going to sell more products and you can charge higher prices. Next, we use a rapid prototyping system to create your first product quickly. Okay, sometimes in several hours, or a few days. You can actually create a product from scratch very quickly if you do this. I do it all the time. Okay, I have created dozens of digital products that have taken me anywhere from several hours to several days. Number 3, we create your marketing offer. We need to create the automated online marketing pieces that get people to buy. Okay, and first, we identify the key fears and desires of customers who are searching for you. Then we use a 7-step conversion formula to create your marketing script. Next, you want to use proven templates to design your opt-in page, your website, your conversion piece. You never want to create your web pages from scratch. Okay, to get a lot of sales, make sure your templates have been tested and they have a proven track record of selling digital products. When I help my students create their digital products, I give them all my proven templates for my opt-in pages, my web pages, my conversion pages. My templates are the best in the industry. Okay, they've sold millions, tens of millions of dollars in digital products, and we use them every day in our business. There's no need to reinvent the wheel here. Just use the winning templates that will help you generate as many sales as possible. Next, we launch your digital product. We do what I call moving the free line by creating an opt-in magnet to get people to join your list. Then we identify and partner with others who already have lists of qualified buyers. Finally, we use your launch to create your next high-end digital product. And this is such an important piece of the puzzle. When you create and launch a product, it's possible to use the delivery phase of your launch to create your next product, to create a high-end product. And I do this almost every time that I launch a digital product. Okay, it is one of the key strategies that grew my business from 0 to over $10 million in less than 5 years. Next, we create your email follow-up sequence. We carefully script the relationship building conversation that you're going to have with a new subscriber. And we actually script it out as if you're building a one-on-one friendship in person. Okay, and then we automate it with email. Next, we use 3 proven types of email newsletters to educate your customers and sell to them. And again, with the right template, your follow-up, your newsletters, they can be one of the most profitable parts of your business. They definitely have been for me. And then the final step is automating your emails in the optimal follow-up autoresponder series. We put everything in the perfect sequence, and we literally make a machine that follows up with people and converts them into buyers. And this is important because, probably 80% of your business is going to come from follow-up. And a great follow-up machine can generate enormous sales for your business. Okay, so now that I've given you an overview, okay, and an outline of my one-page blueprint, let's talk about 2 ways that you can use the blueprint to build a thriving online digital product business. Okay, so option 1, at the end of today's class, you can download everything I've promised and you can create your digital product on your own. Okay, so at the end of the class, you're going to get my popular ebook, How to Create a Digital Product That Sells Itself. You'll get my 1-page digital product blueprint. You'll get my big idea checklist to help you target a best-selling niche. You'll get my product outline to help you design a best-selling product. Once you've downloaded everything at the end of the class, you can get to work and begin creating your digital product. Now, you'll be doing it alone, but you'll have some good resources to help you. Now, option 2, you can invite me to help you build your digital product with you, so you're not doing it all by yourself. Now, as I said, over the past 15 plus years, I've now sold over $100 million in digital products online to over 1 million customers. And I've been able to do this, again, because I use a system, okay, proven templates for each part of the process. I've been able to build 10 brands and businesses to the $1 million in sales mark, okay? I use the same approach, same templates for all of them. Okay, my systems, my blueprints, my templates, they really work. And I've now shared them with a lot of people around the world, and many of my students, okay, have become some of the most successful people in our industry. And my students and I mean, we've proven that you don't need to reinvent the wheel to create a best-selling digital product. In fact, it's better if you don't, okay? It's better to follow a system that gets you up to speed and gets you predictable results. Now, if you want my help, I will give you all of my proven templates for every step of the digital product blueprint. And this is really the ultimate shortcut. Now, I estimate that getting all of my templates, okay, it will save you at least years of frustrating trial and error. Okay, and I know how important this is because, as I mentioned, someone did this for me. Okay, when I got started with my book, I had a good friend. He was already selling digital products online. He was doing very well, and he was generous. He taught me his methods, okay, and he helped me launch my first digital product. And you know, this probably saved me years of trial and error. And without the help, you know, I probably would have gotten frustrated and given up. I was very lucky to have a friend who did this for me. You know, if you have a successful friend who does this, you know, that's awesome. If not, then maybe I can be that friend. Over the next 90 days, I'm teaching a very special course to help my students create a digital product and launch their online business, or create their next digital product to build their business if they already have one. And when you join me for the 90-day course, you'll get my proven templates for every step of the digital product blueprint. And, you know, really we'll build and launch your digital product together. And as I mentioned, this 90-day course, it's the ultimate digital product shortcut. In 90 days, I can help leapfrog you past years of trial and error. And you can take the course, by the way, with zero risk because I'm offering 100% zero risk guarantee. Okay, if you complete the course and you don't get your digital product done, right, you pay nothing for the program. In fact, if you complete the course and you don't think it's the best investment you've ever made, you pay absolutely nothing. Okay, and I'll still let you keep the entire program as my gift just for giving it a try. Okay, so think about that for a moment. Even if you get a full refund and you pay nothing, you still get to keep the entire program with all my templates, all as a gift just for giving it a try. And I don't think I can come up with a more fair guarantee, all right? Now, because I'm opening the course soon to the public, I made a special video explaining what you get in the 90-day course. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you a segment from the video to give you the most important details. But there's something that you need to know first. The video doesn't show you the huge bonus package that comes with the course, and there's a good reason for that. There are actually 2 bonus packages. There's a valuable bonus package that I'm offering the public when the course opens, and then there's a private bonus package that I'm only offering to people who take this class, okay? And the private bonuses, they are very valuable and unique. One of the private bonuses is worth up to $6,000 all by itself, and that's not some made-up number, okay? That's the actual value. And when you see it, I think you're going to be surprised at what we're giving away because it is a game changer. Okay, so watch this video, and then after the video, I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you the bonuses, including the private bonuses that you can only get here on this class. Right here, I want to invite you to take the next step with me. And let's actually start creating your digital product and building your online business and taking your life to the next level. To do it, I've designed a powerful training course and coaching class to help you. I call it the Digital Product Blueprint, and that's exactly what it is. It's a blueprint for creating your digital product and building your online business. It's a complete system, including the tools, templates, and training for all aspects of creating your digital product and putting it online to sell. There are two key parts to the Digital Product Blueprint. The first part of the system is the 12 blueprint tools and exercises that I give you, each with an in-depth video tutorial and training lesson. 6 of the blueprint tutorials help you build your digital product, and 6 of them help you build your marketing. You can dive into these templates and tools immediately when you join our coaching class, and you can get to work building your digital product as soon as you start right now. And again, these trainings are organized with 6 of them focused on giving you the download about how to make sure you identify the most valuable knowledge you have and organize it into your digital product, and do it quickly. And 6 of the trainings are focused on giving you the download about how to create your first marketing pieces and get traffic and paying customers. And the second part of the Digital Product Blueprint is a series of 6 classes where we go into the 6 modules of the Digital Product Blueprint and we install them into your product and into your business. In these 6 modules, we work together to install the blueprints and models in your mindset, your product, your marketing, your launch, your follow-up systems, and in your business. Now, because I've done this myself and built 10 different digital product brands and businesses to the $1 million mark in sales, this is where the action really happens, okay? Learning from me, working with me, and seeing how I do it. The Digital Product Blueprint is designed for understanding and for action. It's designed so that you first learn how to understand, okay, what it takes to make a digital product that people want to buy and pay you for, and then to take action to do it. Then, when we start using the blueprints and templates and exercises and tools, they're simple, they're easy, and they work for you. This is the ultimate combination of training and coaching, and when you go through these modules with me, you use the tools, you attend the classes, you'll create your digital product and your online marketing faster than you thought possible. Every training is also uploaded to your private members area online, where you can stream and download each of the trainings. If you miss a class, you can retake it anytime you'd like, and if you want, you can download them to your computer and have them forever. The Digital Product Blueprint has a lot of additional benefits. Okay, this material is easy to learn and use immediately to create your own digital product. You get templates and blueprints for everything. You can learn at your own speed. You'll get more excited as you take each step and you make progress. You'll actually get your digital product done. Okay, that's a huge benefit. You'll create something meaningful that will help others around the world, and you'll build the key pillar of your online business, and we'll do it together with my systems. These blueprints and templates and models that you'll get, they've been worth millions of dollars to me. They are literally the foundation of how I make my digital products and how I build my businesses. Just the templates for how to organize your knowledge and how to design your product will save you months, if not years, of trial and error, and save you from creating a product that no one wants to buy. As I've said, you've already done most of the work to learn what you know, and the rest we'll do together. Within minutes of registering for the Digital Product Blueprint, you'll be learning how to take that knowledge that you've earned and put it into a digital product. And you'll finish this class with your finished digital product, which becomes, again, the cornerstone of your business, which then becomes the cornerstone of your new life. Now, you might be asking, why choose me? Okay, why choose me as your coach and mentor? Now, for one, I'm uniquely qualified to teach this material. Okay, I've done it successfully 10 times now. I've been the go-to person for digital products for the past decade plus. Okay, and my gift is really explaining things and teaching. Okay, I enjoy teaching more than anything. And why would I show you this stuff? Okay, why would I share with you what's working for me? Well, it's because I've gone to the next level. Okay, and now I spend my time investing in others. And the people that I invest in have typically studied my ideas and my courses. That's where they come from. And they've used my stuff to become successful. And I want more people to succeed, because then I have more investment opportunities. And hopefully you could be one someday. And at this point, we should talk about the tuition investment to work with me to build your product and your business. For comparison, okay, one option to work with me is that if you're a fast-growing business, I might invest and consult with you to help you one-on-one. Now, I typically do this with one company per year. And so far, all of the companies I've worked with as a formal advisor are successful and growing fast. Now, to hire me to work with you one-on-one to build your business for a year would typically be $200,000 to $250,000. Okay? Now, I tell you this so you can get an idea of what it would cost to hire me personally to teach you everything that I know about marketing and business. Now, in the Digital Product Blueprint program, you'll actually get about the same amount and same quality of training with me, but you'll save about 99% off of that huge fee. Another quick reference, what's the tuition for an MBA at a top business school? Any guesses? Well, it's about $100,000 plus a couple of years of your life. And what will you definitely not learn in an MBA? You're definitely not going to learn what you're going to learn here in the Digital Product Blueprint. How to actually create and market your own knowledge. I have MBAs go through my courses regularly, and they tell me consistently that they got far more valuable business and marketing education from me than they got from their fancy degree.
Now, with those in mind, the tuition for the Digital Product Blueprint course is only 6 monthly payments of $397.
And if you prefer, you can pay your tuition in full and save almost $400, plus get some special bonuses. Now, at this point, I should ask you to consider the sheer time savings. I estimate that you'd invest about 3 years of your time and your life going through hundreds of books and live interviews and source materials that I've studied, plus at least an additional 5 years minimum testing out products and marketing campaigns, and by the way, losing and spending a huge amount of money to figure most of it out. So what's 6 to 9 years of your time worth, even if it was just part-time? Okay, what's it worth to leapfrog, okay, to jump ahead and not have to waste that time? And here's another way to think about it. If you created your digital product and started selling just a few of them a day, how much faster would you grow your business and get to your income and lifestyle goals if you had the best training? If it helps you accelerate your progress, then this can pay for itself very rapidly and become profitable to you in a short time. And really, it's very important to me that this course start paying for itself and then some fast. In the Digital Product Blueprint, you get literally millions of dollars worth of experience, templates, everything summarized, everything explained. Okay, the blueprints, they've been done for you, and the product will be done with you. You get my $1 million template and swipe file. You get all my templates, my designs, my blueprints to use to get started with, to use as much as you'd like in your own product and marketing. Now, for some people, working with me one-on-one is the best option. But for most people, the Digital Product Blueprint is by far the best and most cost-effective way for us to work together because you get my best tools and systems, you get trained by me, and we do it together. As you look down the road to the next steps in your life, and to taking your knowledge and your story and putting it into a book or other digital product to help others, right? What's the next step? Is it getting your digital product done? Again, stop for a minute and think about how your life would change if you did it this time. If you took the leap and actually got your book or teaching course done. Have you thought about where you could go? Okay, about where it could take you in your life? Finishing your product or your next product, okay, this is the key. You know that and I know it. You're literally one digital product away from changing your business and changing your life. This is the best system for building your first product or your next product and building your online business. Join me for the Digital Product Blueprint coaching class, and let's take what you know and turn it into an amazing and valuable digital product. Let's do it together so you can use it to build the online business and lifestyle you want. Register now, and I'll see you inside.
Okay, so now that you know what's included in the Digital Product Blueprint, it's time for me to show you all the bonuses that you will get when you register today. Okay, and I'm going to show you the public bonuses first, and then I'll show you the private bonuses that I'm only offering to people on this class here. Now, as I mentioned, one of the private bonuses, it's worth $6,000 by itself. I really think it's going to blow your mind. So we'll start with the public bonuses. The first thing we need to do is give you the time to build your product and your business. We must start by increasing your productivity. So bonus number 1 today is my Wake Up Productive Time Management and Productivity course. Now, you've probably heard of this course. It's a very powerful course. Wake Up Productive is a simple course with a big promise. If you go through it, you will double your productivity. Okay, you'll double it. Now, think about right now how much time you waste with distractions and interruptions and working on things that don't get big results. We are going to reclaim that time and then we're going to go use it to build your business. And the best part, okay, there are no old school, planners or complex priority systems or other confusing methods here. In Wake Up Productive, we install 2 habits, okay, only 2, and then we use them in your life and your business. And at the end of 90 days, you'll use what you learn, you will double your productivity, and I guarantee it. Now, Wake Up Productive has changed a lot of lives. Okay, I have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials from people who have gone through Wake Up Productive. Here's one that I just grabbed from, my big list of testimonials. Someone wrote in, "The Wake Up Productive program literally changed my life. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. After going through the whole program, I find myself getting at least twice the amount of work done. As an internet marketer, that's a huge thing to have happen since it's so difficult to discipline yourself when you're making a passive income. But the work doesn't feel like work. For me, this is by far the most valuable program that Eben has ever released. Don't be fooled into thinking this is a program on time management. This is how to achieve long-term life success habits. A true 10 out of 10. All right, so I get lots of testimonials like that. Wake Up Productive is going to change your life. Bonus number 2 is my marketing step-by-step program. Now, this is my best marketing course. And you get the entire program as a bonus when you register for the Digital Product Blueprint today. Now, I just want you to know that, deep inside, I'm actually sales and marketing phobic. Okay. Natively, that's what I am. I will never forget my first attempt at, what they call cold calling. When I was younger, I was working in real estate. I sat down at a phone to make cold calls, to call up people that I didn't know and ask them if they wanted to sell their house. For the longest time, I just sat there looking at the phone and dreading the idea of people picking up the phone and yelling at me. Okay, I got so scared, I went home and went to bed. I didn't make any calls. The first ad that I ever ran and spent money on, no one called, no one bought anything from me. The first direct mail that I ever sent out, I got 0 response. Okay, no one called. I am also the biggest kind of natural chicken when it comes to sales and marketing, and it's why you'll love this system that I've created so much. All right, because this is my best course on marketing, and it's got all of my best marketing mindsets, my strategies, my techniques, my blueprints, my templates, all in one course. And it's a system to learn all aspects of sales and marketing so you can be up and running, creating marketing pieces that work, that get people to buy immediately. You get my scripts, my copywriting formulas, my favorite headlines, my positioning and branding concepts, how to name your business and products, how to get referrals, and much more. You will end this course confident, and you'll be able to start creating effective customer-getting marketing in any situation. I have people that have MBAs that go through this course, and they come back and tell me, I learned more from marketing step-by-step than I ever learned in business school. Okay, this is powerful stuff. All right, so bonus number 3, this is my tech tool trainings. Now, if you're just getting started, we will walk you step by step and click by click through how to set up each step of your marketing in your business. 12 individual trainings. Okay, you'll learn how to set up your blog, do an online survey, build a website, set up a landing page, put analytics on your website, set up an email list, an autoresponder, how to make a downloadable PDF book, how to host a live webinar online, how to set up a shopping cart, how to set up an affiliate program, how to create a membership website, how to set up your social media presence, how to set up a pay-per-click marketing campaign. Again, all step by step, click by click, so you can follow each step and do it with the training. Now, this is an extremely valuable bonus, okay? And if, by chance you're just getting started, this walks you through how to do everything. Now, bonus number 4 is my advanced digital product creation course. All right, so this is my most in-depth course on creating a high-value digital product. And again, this is an advanced course. I originally did this course for a very high-end mastermind that was $6,000 to $12,000 a year to be a part of. Okay, it is a deep workshop on getting into the head and the heart of your customer and finding the emotional hot buttons that they have. It is excellent for creating your second or third high-end product and really nailing all of your customer needs so that you create a successful digital product. Now, this is a video course and it's in a workshop format, and it includes other very successful digital product gurus that you will see teaching, working with me,
creating products and teaching this material. In my experience, your second or third product, it is the key to reaching the 7-figure $1 million plus level in sales. And this is the best course for learning exactly how to do that. Now, bonus number 5 is my traffic intensive training course. This is the ultimate psychology course on getting traffic. Now, I've had millions and millions of people on my subscriber lists. I've generated tens of millions of visitors to our websites. I've used, all different types of channels to get this traffic. I've done pay-per-click. I've done content and articles. I've done affiliate marketing. I've done search engines. I've done partnerships with big websites. And I teach you all these different methods inside this class. Now, this is my most advanced course on traffic and on traffic psychology. And also this course, it was also a 2-day live event. That's how we filmed it with an advanced group of students who are also paying $6,000 to $12,000 a year to be part of it. Now, there are lots of courses on traffic out there, but as far as I know, it's the only course that teaches advanced traffic psychology. And many of my students, they tell me that this is their secret weapon for getting the traffic that they need. All right, so those are the public bonuses that you get when you register today. You get Wake Up Productive, you get Marketing Step by Step, you get my tech tool trainings, you get my advanced digital product creation course, and my traffic intensive training course. This is an amazing bonus package that'll help you build a thriving online business. Now, I'm also giving away 2 private bonuses that you can only get today. As I mentioned earlier, they're truly game-changing bonuses. We've never offered anything like this before. I think you're going to be blown away. And we decided to give these bonuses away because we kept getting questions from our students, right? They wrote things like, hi, Eben, when my digital product is finished, I want to sell it on Facebook and Google. I know you have some of the best Facebook and Google experts on your team. Can your team help me market my product on Facebook and Google? I don't want to do it alone. Can you help? Now, because our students ask for this all the time, it inspired us to give away 2 of our most valuable services, that would normally be very expensive, as free bonuses when you register for the 90-day course. Now, here's the private bonus that you'll get when you register with our payment plan option. You'll get our custom Facebook coaching program, and here's how it works. After you complete your 90-day digital product blueprint course and your digital product is done and ready to sell, you will get free access to our Facebook coaching program. In our Facebook coaching program, my team of Facebook experts will show you everything that we do to sell digital products on Facebook. They'll show you click by click how we optimize our Facebook accounts and our settings to get the customers that we need. And here's the best part. When you know how to optimize your Facebook settings to target your ideal customers, it's possible to get lots of customers for very little money because this targeting is just so good on Facebook. With 1.6 billion users and the best targeting in the world, it's actually possible to get all the customers you need from Facebook alone as long as you know what you're doing. My Facebook team does this all day, every day. Having my team help you set up your Facebook targeting can save you from years of costly trial and error. With our amazing and valuable Facebook coaching program, you will get click-by-click training that you need to set up and optimize your entire Facebook system. And on top of this, you will also get one-on-one coaching and support. You'll get up to 5 one-hour coaching sessions with one of my Facebook coaches. This will give you the one-on-one hand-holding that you need to set up your Facebook system and to make sure it's set up right from the beginning. Now, if you check our website, you'll see that our Facebook coaching program is $3,000, and that's a bargain for what you get in this program alone. When you register for my 90-day digital product blueprint course at the end of our class today, I'll give you the entire $3,000 Facebook coaching program completely free, but you have to sign up at the end of the class to get it. We're not offering this to anyone else, and we can only accept a small number of people for this particular bonus, so make sure you register at the end of the class today if you want it. The tuition for the Digital Product Blueprint course is only $397 per month for 6 months. If you'd like to pay your tuition in full, you can save almost $400 and you'll get a much larger private bonus. In fact, you'll get one of the most valuable bonuses I've ever offered. When you register with the paid in full option, you'll get our entire Facebook coaching program plus our Google coaching program. This can double your customer getting power. And you'll get both of these amazing services for free when you register at the end of the class today. So we already talked about everything you get with our Facebook coaching program. Let's take a minute now and talk about Google. After you complete the 90-day course and your digital product is done and it's ready to sell, you'll get free access to our Google coaching program. In our Google coaching program, my team of Google experts will show you everything that we do to sell digital products on Google. My Google experts will show you, and they'll show you click by click, how we optimize our Google accounts and how we use retargeting to get the customers that we need. Now, I mentioned earlier that retargeting is one of the hottest ways to sell digital products right now. And here's why. 95 to 99% of people, okay, they're not going to buy your digital product the first time they come to one of your websites. As they say in advertising, sometimes people need to see your message 5 to 7 times before they buy your product. Google retargeting is the perfect solution to this problem. When people visit your web pages, Google will track them and then show them retargeting ads on their phone, on their tablet, on their computer until they buy your product. And our favorite strategy is combining Google and Facebook. When you know how to target perfect customers on Facebook and then retarget them on Google, it's possible to get a lot of customers for very little money because the retargeting capability is so advanced. Google and Facebook give you direct access to almost everyone online, and they give you the best customer targeting on the planet. As long as you know what you're doing, it's possible to get all the customers you need by combining the power of Google and Facebook. My Google and Facebook team does this all day, every day. Having them help you set up your Google and Facebook targeting can save you from literally years of costly trial and error. If you check our website right now, you'll see that we sell our Facebook and Google coaching program for $6,000. And that's a bargain for this extremely valuable program. With our Facebook and Google coaching program, you get all the click-by-click training that you need to set up and optimize your Facebook and Google systems. And on top of this, you'll also get one-on-one coaching and support. You'll get up to 10 one-hour coaching sessions with my Facebook and Google coaches. This will give you the one-on-one hand-holding that you need to set up your Facebook and Google systems and to make sure that they're set up right from the beginning. And our Facebook and Google coaching program comes with another amazing benefit. My professional copywriters will review your first set of Google and Facebook ads. Okay, this is very valuable. Having my professional writers review and tweak your ads can give you an enormous advantage on both Facebook and Google. When you register now for my 90-day digital product blueprint course and you select the paid in full option at checkout, you'll save almost $400 on your tuition, and you'll get our $6,000 Facebook and Google coaching program completely free as a bonus. This is one of the most valuable bonuses that I've ever given away, but you must register at the end of today's class to get it. If you wait until we open our class to the public, you will not get this bonus, and you can't get it anywhere else. If you want this one-of-a-kind bonus, click the button below and select the paid in full option at checkout. Now, we can only give this bonus to a small number of people because my team will actually be investing real time with you one-on-one to help you launch your product. We'll stop offering this bonus as soon as it's full, so click the button and register now before all the spots are taken.
And when you register, remember you get my 100% zero risk guarantee. If you complete this course and you don't get your digital product done, or you're not satisfied for any reason, you get a refund. In fact, if you complete the course and you don't think it's the best investment you've ever made, okay, what I need you to do is just show me your exercises and your homework so I know that you actually completed the course and you gave it an honest try, and I'll give you all of your money back. Okay, 100%. And in addition to giving your money back, I'll let you keep the entire digital product blueprint program with all of my proven digital product templates, plus my 5 public bonuses. You get all of them as a gift just for giving it a try. And I can only offer you a 100% zero risk guarantee like this because this is the best digital product course in the world. Okay, I know that it works. My students know that it works, and I want you to feel 100% secure that you can join me and complete the course and your digital product with zero risk. So click below and register now. I highly recommend the paid in full option so you can get our $6,000 Facebook and Google coaching program completely free, but make sure and register now before this bonus sells out. In a moment, I'm going to show you some testimonials from my students, and this brings up an important question. Okay, so where are all the sensational testimonials? During our class today, you may have noticed that I didn't show you a bunch of over-the-top, sensational testimonials. And I did this for a good reason. There are laws that restrict the use of testimonials, especially, testimonials that show people, making a lot of money, that kind of thing. And to stay compliant, I don't publish testimonials that show my students making, these huge amounts of money. But I can assure you that I get a huge volume of emails and letters and testimonials from my students. Here, take a look at this. This is a document that my team made me for one of our websites. Okay, I was just looking for some testimonials to use clips of. This is 38 pages of testimonials for my programs. And this is just a little fraction of all the ones that I have. I mean, some of my files, I've probably got 38 pages of testimonials about one product, okay, and how it's changed people's lives. So again, this is just a small percentage. There are new laws. I can't show you the specific numbers that people have gotten, and I don't want to make a bunch of income claims, but I can tell you that there are many, many people around the world who have gotten amazing results taking what they've learned from me and implementing it in their lives and implementing it to build their businesses. And remember, right, you're protected by a 90-day money-back guarantee. You can go through the entire course, okay? And if it doesn't work for you, you get all your money back. So click on the button below, get registered now. You definitely want to register before the private bonuses are taken. And a little advice, you don't have to decide now, right? With my 90-day, 100% zero risk guarantee, you don't have to make the decision for 90 days, okay? With the guarantee, you're protected. If you complete the course, you don't think it's the best investment you've ever made, okay? For any reason, again, just show me your exercises and your homework. Show me that you completed the course. I'll give you all of your money back. I'll also let you keep the entire course plus all 5 of the public bonuses as my gift to you for giving it a try. So click below and register now. Get the $3,000 bonus or the $6,000 private bonus that we're only offering in this class, and then take advantage of my 100% zero risk guarantee and make your final decision in 90 days. Oh, and you'll also see a button below that gives you all the free downloads that I promised during our class, including the free copy of my popular book. Just enter your email. We'll send you the download links that I promised. And I'd like to conclude our class today with a final thought about the future of business and our economy. Having an online business that sells digital products, it sends a powerful message to everyone that you've figured out the business model of the future. All right? Look at this report from the Wall Street Journal. Right? A recent study, most people think computers will eliminate most of our jobs in the coming years. Okay? Most people are already on this page. Most of us believe that computers are going to eliminate most of our jobs. But the study also revealed something interesting. It revealed that 80% of people believe that their job won't be eliminated. All right? Is there a little self-deception going on here? All right? Obviously, there's a big disconnect. In multiple studies, scientists, futurists, estimating 50 to 80% of jobs are going to be lost to computers in the next couple of decades. But most people aren't worried about it. 80% of people aren't worried about it because they think their job is safe. But here's the truth and what we should do about it. Okay, in the coming years, the digital revolution, it's going to continue to create faster and faster changes, right? No job is safe, okay, really. They say 50 to 80% of jobs will be lost to computers and globalization in the next couple of decades, right? These jobs, they're going to be eliminated faster and faster every year. And things are going to get worse for the middle class, I believe, in the coming years. Things are going to get better for people who've figured out the business model of the future, right? The kind of business model we're talking about here. Successful business owners, the top 1%, they are going to continue doing better, getting richer, becoming more successful. And the solution here is to build your own business. Okay? When you build your business, whether it's the business you have now or the one that you're starting, you can't be fired, right? You can't be laid off because you own the business. And I think that the ideal business, the business of the future, is a digital product business, a teaching business, right? Digital products, already $100 billion plus industry every year. And the industry is growing so fast, many insiders, me included, believe that it'll grow by at least 10 times in the coming years, becoming the world's next $1 trillion industry. And I believe that this will be the only $1 trillion industry where regular people, right? Regular people have an advantage. It is possibly the biggest chance in history for regular people like us, like you and me, to succeed in business. The majority of people, okay, sadly, they're going to miss this one.
like all great opportunities, most people, they're going to sit on the sidelines and watch this one as it just passes them by. I invite you, don't let it happen to you, right? Get going now. Be part of this special moment. Be part of this moment in history while you still can. Click on the button below. Join me for the Digital Product Blueprint 90-day course so we can create your digital product and launch your business together. So click below and I'll see you on the inside.
I like digital products because there's no variable cost and there's no time to you. So whether you sell 10 or 10,000, you're still, sitting on the beach, drinking your pina coladas and hanging out, and you just check to see how much money you made.
I still feel like it's not real. Clearly I'm going to wake up from the vacation or something. And it sounds cliche, but it's true because I love what I'm doing, and I don't spend 12 hours a day doing it anymore.
I can say personally, lifestyle-wise, I feel so blessed. I feel like, anything is possible for myself and my family. We have everything we could ever want and so much more. So a lot of our life now is really about giving.
I had heard before, and I've seen other people getting paid doing these online businesses, but I always felt that it was really hard for me to do something like that. But when it actually happened, it was super cool. It was the best feeling of my life when I woke up and I'd made money when I was sleeping. The first 4 sales of my digital product literally happened while I slept.
When I started my business, it was difficult for me just to imagine that I could travel around the world, that I could make money basically when I'm sleeping,
When I first discovered that, when it first happened, that I was getting money for a digital product that I created, I felt drunk. I felt liberated. I felt giddy, like a kid, because I can get rewarded financially for teaching people something that I'm passionately in love with. And when I teach it to them, I'm empowering them. That's what I call a win-win-win-win situation.
Replacing my local business income with a full-time online income was so exciting. I couldn't even believe it for the first few months, actually.